This video is all about how to create a culture of kindness in an online, hybrid, or face-to-face classroom. So why do we need to focus on kindness anyway? Well, it's more important now than ever as everyone is adapting to a new way of living and teaching and learning is even more challenging than it usually is. Schools around the globe have had to adapt to online hybrid learning or face-to-face learning multiple times throughout the year. And it's crucial that we do our best to nurture a culture of kindness in schools. So keep watching to learn some ideas about how to do this in your online, hybrid or face-to-face classroom. I'm Katie, I'm the founder of Teachers Resource Force, and I love talking about all things character, life skills, art and tech, and just general teaching things. So let's get into the video. So what we'll cover in this video is how you can ensure everyone is encouraged to shower others with compliments to help create a culture of kindness and genuine compliments, easy and creative ideas for showering compliments whether you are teaching online, hybrid or face-to-face, and a variety of ideas for how you can use compliments to develop a culture of kindness in your classroom. A simple but effective way to encourage kindness in your classroom is by writing compliment notes. And the benefit of having physical notes are that the compliments have a longer lasting effect. And while a verbal compliment is lovely to receive and definitely shouldn't be overlooked if the opportunity presents itself, a physical note lives on forever and can be looked back on for years to come. Writing compliment notes is easy enough to do in face-to-face learning, but what about online and hybrid schooling? Sure, you can send messages via text or email, but it just doesn't quite have the same personal touch as these types of notes. What about specialist colouring compliment notes? They're a wonderful option for encouraging students to spread kindness. Why are these more personalised than just a regular note? Well, it's an easy way to spread joy because these printable and digital colouring notes, I'll come to that in a minute, are easy ways to spread kindness in your classroom, and they encourage your students to look after one another and support each other during these challenging times. They are personalised because someone has taken the time to colour in the note, especially for someone else, which adds that extra heartwarming element and act of kindness. Your students could also write personalised notes at the back of them as well. So it's easy enough to physically colour in notes, but what about your online students? Well, fear not, because this brand new style of digital colouring means these notes can also be coloured in on screen. So what's the benefit of digital colouring notes? Well, they have double benefit because students will get the same relaxing experience that you get with colouring without cross-contamination of products, but also with the added bonus of being able to personalise and decorate the notes, especially for someone else. And knowing someone has spent time decorating the notes and thinking carefully about that person, wanting to show kindness to them, that's what makes these so much more powerful than just an email. Once they've been coloured in on screen, they can be digitally downloaded and then sent to friends or even a member of staff to help spread joy and foster a culture of kindness. So what are some other ways you can use these colouring compliment notes? Well, here are 7 creative ways that you can use them to create a culture of kindness in your classroom. Firstly, you can use them like reward coupons to offer students for good behaviour. They can then enjoy colouring the notes in and then keeping the little note as confidence boosters as well. Number 2, you can store them in a compliment container and then students can take it in turns each day to pick some notes at random each morning. They can read the note aloud to the class and then select a student who they think would benefit from that note best at the end of the day. And that really encourages students to think of one another, think of others, and compliment each other in a genuine way. Number 3, they can be scattered in places like students' desks and their lockers, inside library books, I love that one, and in any other remote places that students might just happen to come across them. And that offers some encouraging words of kindness which they can colour in and keep, and it's like a little treasure reward that they happen to find, and it will just perk up their mood. Number 4, what about the teachers? You can keep a bowl of these in your staff workroom to encourage kindness among staff, and people can use them how they want. They can keep them for themselves or they can give them to others as well. You can display the notes, so you can pin them on bulletin boards for students to take for themselves or share with another student. The idea generally is that these little notes can end up all over the school, lifting spirits of students and staff. Number 6, you can hand out notes to students to colour and write personal notes to others on the back of them. And again, they can be handed out or pinned to a public bulletin board as well. And then finally, number 7, why not set up a kindness club and then send your members on a mission to colour these notes and then spread compliments and joy to others around the school. Kindness is always the answer. And as the current climate of education is so challenging and many teachers are either online, hybrid or face-to-face during the pandemic as it continues, kindness is more important than ever, and it needs to be taught and encouraged in order to help the mental health and well-being of everyone. And a simple tool such as these colouring kindness notes will make being kind an enjoyable experience and will help lift the mood of everyone, creating a culture of kindness in your online, hybrid or face-to-face classroom. So if you would like to try out the Printable Colouring Compliment notes for free, I'm going to give you a link in the description box below where you can download one and use it in your classroom. So let's summarise everything we covered today. Number 1, shower students and teachers with colouring compliment notes, and you can do both printable and digital depending on your preference. Use compliment notes as reward coupons to offer students for good behaviour. Number 3, create a compliment container and students can take it in turns to pick some notes each morning. Number 4, hide them in students' desks, lockers, inside library books and hidden in other remote places. Number 5, keep a bowl of these in your staff workroom to encourage kindness among staff. Number 6, cut and pin a range of these notes on a bulletin board for students to take for themselves or share with another student. Number 7, hand out notes to students to colour and write personal notes to others on the back of them. And finally, number 8, set up a kindness club and send your student members on a mission to colour these notes and spread compliments and joy to others around school. So that's all for now. I hope you found this helpful. If you want to get in touch, here are all the socials. Feel free to pop over to your favourite, come over and say hello. And as always, leave any questions or comments in the section below. And don't forget to check the link to the colouring compliment notes if you want to download them. And as always, you can email me at katie@teachersresourceforce.com if you have any questions as well. Speak to you next time. Bye.